What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Vinyl this time, and I have one last stack of eclectic wax to go through here in this video today. A couple of things to point out before I get into the swing of things. One, this is going to be my last collection video for the year. And two, I have 2 reviews left to cover. Normally I never say what it is I'm going to be covering, because I want to leave the element of surprise to just a little bit of you guys. But this coming Monday and Wednesday will be the last 2 reviews I do for the year before I take my hiatus. I will be reviewing the new Sacro Curse album, and the final review I will do in the month of November will be the new Blood Snort album. So I look forward to discussing my feelings about those records with you guys. But in the meantime, let's talk about some records. The first 3 records I'm going to show you are of bands that participated in this year's Bloodletting North America tour. A couple of weeks ago, I went up to Austin to come and take it live to see the latest edition of the Bloodletting North America tour. This is, of course, is a tour that's mostly dedicated to a mixture of brutal death metal bands and technical death metal bands. Very interesting sort of lineup this time around. You had the Kennedy Vale, Visceral Disgorge, Discarnate, Defeated Sanity, Arkspire, and the headlining band, which is Origin. I've been to a lot of different metal shows, and this was one of the very first metal shows that I've seen every band sound exactly like they do on record. I was completely blown away and impressed by the professionalism and how every single band sounded and played. I mean, Kennedy Vale was fun, Visceral Disgorge were very brutal to see in person, Discarnate really won me over big time. Defeated Sanity did a progressive sort of metal set. They played stuff off of Dharmata and Prelude to the Tragedy, but they sounded really, really killer. They really won me over. Arkspire seriously blew my mind. I could not believe the fact that they sounded exactly like they did on record. They pulled off a lot of the fast vocals, the drums, the guitar riffs. I believe they had Seinfeld playing on a computer monitor or something. I thought that was pretty fucking weird. And yeah, that was the band that got the most attention and the most energy out of all of the crowd that evening. And Origin were fun to see. I mean, I've had opportunities to see Origin in the past, but they've fallen through. But this opportunity was the one opportunity I finally got to see them, and they were fun. Really a joy to watch. Very energetic, very crazy. A lot of crowd interaction. I mean, the crowd began to dwindle a little bit because everybody was going crazy for Arkspire, but Origin were fun. Got to meet and hang out with a lot of great people, and that was an overall awesome experience. But yeah, like I said, these first 3 records are from bands that played the show, and this first record, since I'm talking about Arkspire, I did not get at the show. I ordered from Season of Mist, but I still have it anyway. This is Arkspire with Relentless Mutation. Yeah, 2017 Season of Mist release, and this is the 3rd full-length from Arkspire, and I honestly believe that this is probably their best material to date. Very renegade quality here on this album. From the minute you hear Involuntary Doppelganger to songs like Remote Tumor Seeker, The Mimic Well, and the closing track of Dark Horizontal, you can tell what type of a band Arkspire is. Speedy, technical death metal. I love this band's style and delivery when it comes to technical death metal. The fast, hip-hop flow sort of vocals, the drum fills, the blasts, the growls, the bass licks, the riffs. There's just a lot of entertainment and creativity to come through a release like this. I mean, I really never thought I would see myself backing a band like this pretty hard, but I back Arkspire pretty hard. They are a fun band, and I cannot wait to see and hear what they decide to do next. So anyway, here's the front cover. Love this album cover art. I even bought a t-shirt of the album cover art. It's fucking badass. Back cover, track listing and credits. You have the full art on this side of the gatefold. Opposite side of the gatefold, you have lyrics and credits. And this version I got was limited to 300 copies, and it comes on a very nice silver vinyl. There you see very simplistic sort of labels, side A, side B. Very, very good quality record, definitely a blast to listen to. But yeah, as far as crazy over-the-top technical death metal in 2017 goes, Arkspire definitely holds that cake very nicely, so yeah. Relentless Mutation by Arkspire, go check this one out if you're interested. Next up is another band that really won me over big time at the Bloodletting North America tour, and this was their first tour in North America, so I was really, really happy to see them live and finally get to check them out after years of having to listen to my friends talk about this band. This is Discarnate with all their might. Yeah, a little tongue-tied because I'm still mesmerized by the brutality of this band. But yeah, these guys are based out of England, and this is their third full-length album, and this band has always had that reliable workhorse sort of quality going for them. They have a bit of a modernized dying fetus sort of edge in the fact that they're basically a trio. They deliver very top-tier sort of technicalities in their music, a lot of really memorable riffs, rough and tough vocals, a lot of great vocal banter and interplay. Very, very impressive stuff. And with this third full-length, they pretty much keep the bar high and keep things rolling smoothly. This is a very, very entertaining and solid record. Like I said, I love the vocal interplays between the dual vocalists of this band. I love the top-notch drumming. This is definitely a top-notch, clean sort of metal record, but I think it gets the job done perfectly. I really do enjoy this band. I believe the previous full-length that they did a couple of years ago is the far superior release, in my opinion. Having a hard time trying to remember what the name of that record was, but this new full-length is very solid too. With All Their Might is very entertaining. This is Fire, Traders in the Palace, Backbreaker, very memorable songs, great songwriting, great teamwork on this album. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing what Discarnate does next, and if they play America again, I would love to see them live again. So anyway, here's the front cover. Back cover. Unique Leader Records put this out. Comes with a download code, I think. Yeah, if you want that, you can buy the record yourself. Printed inner sleeve with lyrics and credits and information. And I don't know the limitation on this, but this comes on a very gorgeous copper, yeah, copper bronzish sort of vinyl color. This is side A. Side B. Very top quality record here. Yeah, very impressed with this one. Definitely had a good time with it. But yeah, if you're a fan of Discarnate, you will not be disappointed with All Their Might. It's a little different, but I appreciate what this band does nonetheless. So yeah, definitely check out With All Their Might by Discarnate. Next up, we get to the main band that headlined Bloodletting North America tour, and I bought this directly from the band. This is Origin with Unparalleled Universe. Yeah, 2017 release through Nuclear Blast Records, and yeah, this is the second full-length album to feature Jason Kaiser on vocals, and the third overall Origin album to be of a completely sort of different mindset and lineup. But really, I think they took what they did on Omnipresent and they made things flow and feel a lot better. It's a lot more of a relaxed sort of vibe, but you still get what you know Origin to be best for, and that's straight up elaborate, over-the-top sort of technical death metal. I mean, seeing these guys do their thing and play their stuff live and hit every note with perfection sounded really wonderful. Jason Kaiser is a really solid vocalist, and I really do think he hits his peak here on this album. Then you hear these really crazy sort of guitar riffs going on here. The bass is very clear and audible. The drumming is very much on point. I love John Longstreth's drumming here. I think he delivers one of his best drum performances with Origin on this album. Very, very fun stuff to listen to. But yeah, really awesome and memorable songs to be listening to here. Accident and Error, cascading failures, diminishing returns, invariance under transformation. There's even a brujeria cover on here, Revolucion, with some gang chants and shouted vocals. Very interesting cover choice. But yeah, one of the better newer Origin records, I would say. I still think Antithesis is their best stuff, but yeah, Unparalleled Universe is a very fun record on its own right. So anyway, here's the front cover. Very, very nice artwork. Back cover, track listing, Nuclear Blast. Gatefold, you have the lyrics and credits and information and thanks. And by the way, shout out to Nuclear Blast for shrink wrapping the record with the record outside of the sleeve. I noticed that they do that with a lot of their releases. I think that's a smart way to protect the music itself if it's a vinyl version. But yeah, don't know the limitation on this one specifically, but this is a very nice vinyl color here. And this is on a very nice clear with blue splatter. Very, very good quality on this. Sounds wonderful. Very, very good job. Yeah, but yeah, one of the better newer Origin records to come out. But yeah, I would recommend this if you haven't heard it yet. So yeah, Origin with Unparalleled Universe. Go check this one out. And I got 3 2017 records to go through here, all different varieties, all different sorts of styles. And this first one is probably one of the more brutal albums to come out in 2017 this year. I am seriously surprised at how amazing this album is. This is Broken Hope with Mutilated and Assimilated. Yeah. 2017 release through Century Media Records, and this is the second album from Broken Hope as far as their comeback and return to form of sorts. This is a very legendary Illinois-based death metal band to put out some seriously awesome metal classics from the early to mid 90s. But in the later 2000s, I want to say 2011, 2012. This band decided to make a comeback with a brand new lineup, a new vocalist, a new sort of mindset and delivery, and we got the album known as Omen of Disease. That album was really, really good, but I honestly thought they could do a little better. Now we enter Mutilated and Assimilated, and this is the album that Omen of Disease should have been. This is the album that Omen of Disease should have been. It's tighter, it's better produced, it's better executed, the guitar playing and bass work is immaculate, the drum work is so awesome, the vocals are by Damian Leske are even better than ever. I mean, for those of you who don't know, Damian Leske is also in Gorgasm. When I found out that he was going to be the new singer for Broken Hope, I was really excited, and he did really awesome work with Omen of Disease, but this performance on Mutilated and Assimilated is way, way better. The songwriting is tighter, the execution is better. I absolutely love this album, and it is seriously one of the more entertaining death metal albums to come out in 2017. The Meek Shall Inherit Shit, Mutilated and Assimilated, Outback Incest Clan, that's such an over-the-top track, The Carrion Eaters, and there's even a little 25th anniversary track on here called Swamped in Gorehog. Very intriguing and entertaining stuff, but yeah, I love everything about Mutilated and Assimilated. I love the new lineup, I love the execution, the delivery, the artwork, everything about this album is just so fucking badass. If you loved Omen of Disease by Broken Hope, you're gonna love Mutilated and Assimilated way, way better, I promise you. So anyway, here's the front cover. Absolutely gorgeous Wes Ben Scholar artwork. Very, very gorgeous to look at. Back cover with track listing and credits. You have the band members here. Gatefold, band member credits and information, and you have lyrics. Comes with a CD version of the album, which is a very nice touch, and I know Century Media does this a lot with their releases, so kudos to that. And the version of this record that I got comes on a very, very gorgeous, heavyweight, translucent purple vinyl. Very heavy vinyl, very good quality on this thing. Let me make sure that I have the right Yeah, there we go. Absolutely beautiful vinyl record. Sound quality is amazing. Love that it's a heavy vinyl for a heavy sort of record. But yeah, if you're a Broken Hope fan, you're going to find something to enjoy with Mutilated and Assimilated. Absolutely amazing album. Next up, we move to Finland for probably the best black thrash album to come out of 2017. This is Urn with The Burning. Yeah. 2017 release through Iron Bonehead Productions. And yeah, these guys are based out of Finland, and they are a very, very well-regarded and established black and thrash metal band. And I believe with The Burning, this band really, they've reached their best moments here with this album. I absolutely have fallen in love with this album every time I've listened to it. From the time I happened to come across it on YouTube to the time I was able to order a physical copy of this album, it absolutely is breathtaking to listen to. I mean, if you get those early sort of Destroyer 666 vibes, you're going to get them here with this Urn the Burning album. Resurrection, Hail the King, Sons of the Northern Star, All Will End in Fire. Absolutely amazing songwriting going on here. I love the vocal style. I love the guitar riffs. I just love the black metal and thrash metal elements of this album. It's just really, really something very special here. But yeah, if you're into black thrash, if you're into Urn, The Burning is an absolutely wonderful album. So anyway, here's the front cover. Very, very beautiful artwork here. Back cover with additional artwork and track listing. And this is quite an interesting packaging. When I got this in the mail, I was kind of confused as to how things worked out here. But yeah, I'm going to show you little by little here. So I'm going to take out the record first so I can show you the complete package itself. But yeah, folds open. You have lyrics. You have band member photos. And it folds out to this really, really badass image of this Baphomet sort of character. Really, really killer quality here. There you have some additional credits and info. I don't know if this was a printing error or if this is how it was supposed to be, but a lot of the song lyrics are backwards. I find that very, very odd. I don't know if that was the intended purpose or not, but either way, it's a very interesting aspect of this release. I'm not complaining. I'm not going to ask for another copy of it if they fixed it or whatever. But yeah, it's really, really badass. And I believe there are two different versions of this album. I believe there's a splatter vinyl, and the version I got was just basic standard black vinyl. Side A. Side B. Great quality record by Iron Bonehead as per usual. But yeah, if you're into black metal and thrash metal, this album is the one that will soothe your appetite in the most pleasing sort of ways. But yeah, Urn the Burning, go check this one out. And the last record I'm going to show you is something that I may potentially be talking about again down the road when this year is over. It's crazy to see how far along this band has come in recent years, from playing small shows to getting onto tour packages to just being straight up crazy and fun and wonderful. But the fact that they still have this sort of underground following all these years later really makes for something special, and I really think this album is such a fun album to listen to. This is Midnight with Sweet Death and Ecstasy. Yeah. Probably one of my favorite album covers of this year, simply for the fact that it's so sexually over the top. I love that about Midnight, the fact that they seem to have a penchant for being really sexual and over the top. But yeah. This is the third full-length album from Midnight, released in 2017 through Hell's Headbangers Records, and I could tell that they were going to try to do something a little different when they put out their Shocks of Violence EP. They felt angrier, more inspired, and more straightforward to the point, because Midnight are a very interesting band in the fact that they have so many differing influences, whether it be black metal, punk, heavy metal, speed metal, all of those influences are there, and they definitely showed throughout their early material and their first two full-length, Satanic Royalty and No Mercy for Mayhem. But here on Sweet Death and Ecstasy, you can tell that things are a little bit different. There seems to be some newer songwriting ideas going along here. There seem to be longer tracks. But beneath all of the longer tracks and different sort of songwriting ideas, you get what is best known from Midnight, and that is a smoldering of crazy, crazy music. Athenar is on the top of his game here with this album. Listening to tracks like Penetratal Ecstasy, Here Comes Sweet Death, Bitch Mongrel, and of course the two long tracks on here, Crushed by Demons and Before My Time in Hell. Really, really smart and intelligent stuff. Very much different from what you would normally expect out of Midnight. I don't know if I can say this is the best Midnight album, but this is definitely one of the best albums of 2017 in my opinion, and I am looking forward to seeing what Midnight potentially does next. Should they decide to do a different sort of music release or do a different type of tour, I'm all for it. Midnight definitely deserve every good thing that they get. So anyway, once again, here's the over-the-top crazy album cover art. I love this. Back cover, more sexy stuff, track listing, and the Hell's Headbangers Cross. Comes with a few goodies. You get a poster of the artwork and the over-the-top craziness. I'm going to just show you real quick. Yeah, artwork, band photos, and more sexy models. Comes with a lyric sheet. There you see photos in action, and you have lyrics. Other side, more photos, and I like the one little thing that they include here in the credits and thank you list. I'm trying to see the little things here. Yeah, right here you see a little dedication to Jim Kanya. I don't know if you can read that or not, but it says, "This color scheme is for you, Kanya," and Athenar, "Howl of disgust, torture and legitimate insanity, gross uncontrollable bursts from the underworld, ripping knife-wielding maniacal shrieks, mammoth bones dragging across charter mains, aka Athenar performs vocals, bass guitar, and drums," okay? Little sense of humor for anybody who happens to read that, but yeah, this album got put out through a multitude of vinyl variations and variants. I know for the debut release album for the album release show, they had like a cum white vinyl. There was a German flag stripe version. There's picture discs, but the version I got is just a standard merge color vinyl on a red-orange merge. Side A, side B. Kind of hard to see on camera, but you get more orange on this side, and on this side you get a little bit of the red here. Very, very cool stuff. But oh, yeah, another awesome entry into the Midnight discography. And what else can I say except that this album rules? Sweet Death and Ecstasy by Midnight. Check that one out. And with that being said, I'm going to conclude this video. Like I said, this is my last collection update for the year. I hope that you've enjoyed all these videos, and I look forward to continuing up with documenting and highlighting the music that I buy, listen to, and talk about here on this channel. I hope you enjoyed all these videos. There will be more to come in 2018. And like I said, last two reviews to come this week. Sacral Curse, Bloodletting North. Hope to see all of you there. I love every last one of you guys. If you've happened to have heard or listened to any of these releases, definitely let me know what you think, how you feel about it, and we can go from there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Armijo out.